Hello, my name is Wanda. I'm going to channel love energy from spirits that call themselves Aaron, and the name is for our benefit only. That's because humans like to label things, so I do appreciate that myself. So this is something that happened to me a few years ago, and this I felt like this voice was trying to talk through me. And at first, I remember the first time because I was with my sister, or I was at my sister's house, and I said, "Can you come listen? Because I think something's trying to move my mouth." So my kind of sister, she was all right with that kind of thing. Some sisters would say, like, "Get away from you, weirdo." Anyways, so now I find myself here. So here I am. Now I'm putting all these words together in a daily meditation book. So it's just going wherever it's going, and I'm just the willing participant. So if you like the videos, press subscribe, and I will say hello. You'll see the energy coming into me at the beginning, and then at the end you'll see it leaving me. So I'll just say goodbye later. Are you familiar with a race car? It is a finely energized, a finely tuned, beautiful work of art made by a human who had a vision. And in our opinion, of course, the vision came from the universe of love. And this human took the notion, transformed it into something beautiful for you to behold, for you to be entertained with, for you to look at and touch. The beautiful race car is not the point, really. The idea, you see, is the idea of creating a vehicle that will go faster than any other vehicle, and that means making the shape of it differently in all of this, you see, is an idea that exists in energy before this human made it into a physical object. These sorts of thoughts and visions and half-finished notions are all around you because thought is energy. When you have a thought and you put energy into thinking about it, wondering how it is, all of this, energy is created around it and the thought exists. Sometimes you say you are able to read other people's thoughts because their thoughts are energy, you see. And yes, there are some who can read other people's thoughts because humans aren't understanding this part of it. Ideas are thoughts. Inventions before they become real are thoughts. Musical notes are thoughts. Sadness, you see. Sad emotional connection to perhaps someone you've lost and have not completed your what you have wished to speak to them about. That stays floating in around you in energy as well. So right now you're in a pool of thoughts. When you are not in a human body, you swim amongst the thoughts, you see. Because then you are pure energy, same as the thoughts, so you're all together as one. When you are in human form, such as you are now, it's a little more difficult for you to get your hands on them. There has to be a part of you where there's a space available for thoughts to come in. When a new thought comes in and you think, where did that come from? That has nothing to do with me or my life. If you're curious about this thought, yes, just as our host, if you're curious about this thought and you take it in and sit with it, it has a life of its own. It could be a complete package. It could be a half-finished thought. You don't really know what it is. But the whole point is once you've done it once, you'll be aware of it. And you'll be more capable of doing it again. So when you allow the first random thought in and you say, what is that? It stops with you for a moment, you see. if you say, get out of here, what's that nonsense? It keeps going until someone says, oh, what's this? So the next time a random thought comes into your head, sit with it for a moment and say, oh, look at this thing now. Just be curious a little bit. What are you about? Just for a moment. If it's not of interest to you, let it go. Another one will come, you see, because now you've created a path for thoughts to enter. Thoughts which are energy. So now you are in a flow of energy, you see. Coming like this. And soon you'll be able to pluck out ones that are of interest to you, because you'll start seeing more at the same time. When you start, you get one randomly. After a while, there's so many going by. It's a river of thoughts, of thought energy. You may look through them and decide what's what. What's interesting to me today in this pile of information going by. So back to the race car for a moment. We know you are always trying to get one thought ahead of us because you're humans. So you already had an entire conversation about race cars. Did you notice this? Did you notice you thought, oh yeah, they're going to talk about how fast they are, we should slow down, or something like this? It's your human nature to make up stories, you see. Sometimes when you're making up your own story, you're missing what's in front of you. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Caught! Darn it! I already had a whole story made up. 2 race cars. Oh, darn. Well, that's double. I wasn't expecting that at the very end, actually. It was kind of threw me for a loop. So anyway, the rest of the message was good too. I've heard this I don't know if you call it a consciousness stream before, like where all of these things are going by. And I think often authors and singers say that songs or books just came to them. They just like, oh, I think I'll show you that whole song or that whole book. So I have heard that said before. So I think that's what they're talking about, that sort of, I don't know what you call it, but a river of thoughts, of energetic thoughts. Okay, well, I hope you found something interesting there today. Bye.